Okay, today I'm here with Josh King, and last week I was doing an internship over at Jack's Upholstery in Nixa. Josh works over there, and we started talking about lunch with the hero, and he's like, I was in the Air Force. I said, awesome, come to lunch with me. So that's kind of where we started. So you're in the Air Force, correct?
Correct.
And what years were you in for?
From 2000 to 2008.
Nice. Did you just go straight in out of high school? Or?
No, a couple of years. I graduated in 99.
Okay.
But did nothing for
a few years, and you're like, all right, it's time to do something. Cool. What made you decide on the Air Force?
I had family in it.
In the Air Force?
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
like grandfather, uncle? Would he?
My grandpa was Army.
Oh, your grandpa was Army?
Way back then.
Yeah. My grandfather was Air Force, and my uncle was Army Marine, and my stepdad Army Marine. Best friends in the Navy. So yeah, it's all over the place. It's funny, like we talked about this a million times. Most Marines are like, you're not going to be a Marine. You can be anything else but a Marine. But so what'd you do in the Air Force?
Combat communications.
Combat communications.
Yes.
So what's that? Satlink stuff, like satellite stuff.
We go in the middle of nowhere, set up a base, all the comms, radio, internet, phones, you name it.
So you guys had it the hardest.
I mean, not really.
But you were the ones that came in and like nothing, with nothing and built it up from the ground.
I guess, sleeping conditions, the worst, but there are always people that have it worse.
Yeah, always.
So,
and I think it's case to case too.
But I loved it.
Yeah, that's cool. So
I was always gone.
Yeah. Then did you do a lot of, or did you do any of the engineering side of that stuff? Like, did you, like the building of like modules and all that stuff?
No,
or is it just
I mean, all of our stuff was quick reaction. We get a call like Katrina hit.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Oklahoma City stationed at Tinker, and Katrina hit, and they're like, all right, we need you guys to go to New Orleans in the airport and set up comms so we can help FEMA, with the relief effort. And, we had 24 hours to get all our stuff loaded on trucks and on the move. Convoyed down.
How long were you down there for?
A little over a month.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got called back because I got orders to South Korea. So they stayed down, I left.
And you went to South Korea?
Yeah.
How long were you in South Korea?
A year. It's a year tour.
Yeah. How'd you like that?
Worst place I've ever been.
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather go back to Iraq or Afghanistan.
Really?
Hated it.
Why?
It's just dirty.
Yeah?
People are mean.
Yeah.
Food's awful. It was just, and we had a curfew, so it just was, it got old because it was very repetitive.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that makes sense. It's crazy. It's crazy you say that about Korea. I've been to Japan. I went to Japan for about a month when I was in college, and the cleanest.
I lived in Japan for 2 years. My first base was Japan.
Cleanest place in the world.
Yeah, love Japan.
Yeah, the best. And
nice people.
Yeah, the people are you've never met a more respectful people in your life until you go to Japan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're American, anything else. The only time the Japanese are not respectful to other cultures is other Asian cultures, which is super crazy.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. It's like I always talk about Japan like they're the France of the Asian world. Like they're Japanese, you know, and honor and all that stuff, and their culture, extremely. Everybody else they're cool with. They're really like, white dudes that are tall and big, because they're like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this, But then, for some reason, other Asian cultures are like, no. That's cool. So, did you see anything interesting while you're in? Did you go to Seoul or anything like that?
Yeah, I went to Seoul. Yeah. Did New Year's in Seoul. And
how was that? Was that kind of cool?
That's
cool.
Gotta
be cool.
I mean, it was cold, but it's cold everywhere. But it was cool. Crowded, big,
huge,
loud, and I actually played softball for the base team, so I was fortunate enough every weekend we traveled all over the country
and got to play
different.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are they as big into that stuff as the Japanese are into baseball? Like it's like massive, huge.
And it's amazing. A lot of expats will move there and they'll live, and do whatever jobs, and they just love softball.
Yeah.
And softball's really big there.
And
slow pitch.
And they can make a living doing the side jobs and playing softball.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They do that.
Did you pick up any Korean while you were there?
Not really.
Any Japanese?
I mean, a year? No. I forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 10 years ago. Actually, that was like 16 years ago.
Yeah. Golly. Don't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's making me feel old. Because I'm only, you graduated in 99. I'm 01, so I'm only 2 years younger than you are.
Yeah.
God. So we were talking about after when we were at Jack's about how you kind of got employed with through this program that he was talking about, finding you.
Yeah.
Tell me a little
bit.
bit.
The Career Center.
Yeah.
They have a couple of guys that do nothing but handle vets. Because I was back for 6 months and I couldn't find a job anywhere.
That's just nuts.
I couldn't. I mean, a gas station. I couldn't get it. Nowhere. I filled out so many interview applications and nothing. Every bank in the area I applied for. I mean, I was like, teller one. Surely you don't need all that much experience.
No.
And yeah, I couldn't. And so I went up there and they hooked me up with Jack's Upholstery. They were looking to hire a veteran. And I went in and they're like, well, you're overqualified.
That probably was the problem.
And I heard that a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't care. I just want to work.
Yeah, I need a job, man. What am I supposed to do?
And they're like, all right. And it's been fantastic.
It's so crazy how that works, And I think we always hear this, the whole millennial argument that they don't want to do anything but want everything. You know what I mean? No accountability, blah, 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 blah. That actually it makes me scared for the future, but it also makes me feel comfortable in what I am and what I do, because I'm always tenacious enough to take it away from somebody, you know what I mean? And if that's the mentality of what's coming up, I'll be fine, But yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool thing, and I think a lot more, especially locally owned, because on a national level, there's not a whole lot you can do. And I know Walmart does a pretty big thing about hiring veterans and stuff like that. But as far as locally owned and operated businesses, you cannot go wrong with hiring a veteran. You're going to have more discipline and accountability than anybody else.
The Career Center and what they did, and helped you with resumes. And I guess statewide, there's a prior Air Force guy wrote, you apply for a job online, and so you do all this work making your resume look fantastic and presentable. And when you submit it to them online, the software sees and it kicks it out. It gets deleted right then and there, because the software just needs a blank page, just letters and words, none of that special stuff to get through before you even get to an HR department. And I didn't know that.
Wow,
so
I didn't know that either.
97% of the hundreds of applications I filled out never made it
never
to anyone.
Got to somebody's desk.
Yeah, the guy that created it works at the Career Center. He was prior Air Force, retired Air Force, and he wrote the program and distributed it throughout the state. So
it's a good call.
Yeah.
So that makes you really want to have like a resume that's like that, and then a fancy one to take in person.
Yeah,
so
they were
two,
like,
really.
If you actually get to HR in an interview, bring in, your decorative, nice looking one. Otherwise, it's just plain sheet of, Word, type it out. No dots, no dashes.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Otherwise, it'll never make it
That
through.
makes a whole bunch of sense, though. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense that's the way it works, especially hiring places like that, too, especially online, because they all have algorithms that they use to set that. Because you get people hiring applications all day long, but for some reason, when the burner's on, it's harder to see them. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you have money, you don't know what to buy, but when you don't have any money, you are like, I want everything. I need everything.
Yeah, he was like Cox Network. They get like 20,000 applicants a month, so they can't sit and go through that realistically.
No.
So
there's got to be a vetting system for it,
and
it's smart.
Yeah. So I tried. I looked for communications in the area, through them, but I just wanted to work. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't miss comms. I did 5 years in Afghanistan, doing it 2 years in Iraq.
Yeah.
I was ready to just do anything.
Do whatever.
It was nice being home.
Yeah. Nice.
Because it had been 3 years since I'd been back.
Yeah. Are you from this area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you graduate?
Purdy.
Yeah. Wow. How many was in your class?
24.
Yeah. I was in Kickapoo. I think we had like 1,000.
It's bigger than our town.
I really don't even know if we had. I don't even think I know everybody from my graduating class. I run into people that I guess knew me, but I don't remember anybody. So except for the friends I still, I'm around all the time. That's really cool. It's a really good story, and it's you can see the guys that are able to just kind of make it work for them, and the experiences that they pick up in the military kind of shape how they go forward with the rest of their life, dealing with stuff like that, and that's huge.
It'll either make you or break you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool. Well, thanks for coming to lunch with me today and doing the interview, and of course your service to the country, and it's awesome stuff, man.
Thank you.